Hi, this is Kinsey with Atomic Crochet, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a market recap. I had seen everybody doing the pet shops and I really wanted to do that and how well the pet shop did, so you can decide if you want to do this for yourself at your next market. So I have a market Sunday and today is Tuesday, so not very much time. I'm trying to market prep and I don't really have any small stuff made, so I decided I was going to spend a little bit of time making some tiny little creatures. And I've seen a lot of people make like this whole like adopt and like pet kind of a situation, so definitely do that. I just want to show how cute it's coming out. It's really adorable. So first I have made 10 of these adorable little cats. They still need faces, but I've got them. And then I decided I wanted to make some like tiny little cat beds for them and do like a mix and match kind of a thing. So I've got like a bunch of little beds made and I'm thinking, how cute are these? Look at this. How cute. I also made these like really cute little Adopt-A-Cat stickers on my Munman printer. I think they're so cute. I got these little boxes, which I think are really cute, and they're like the exact perfect size. Let me show you. So you got your little cat in your bed and they fit perfectly in here. How perfect is this? So I'm planning on doing that with this. I think I'm just gonna have like maybe one box sitting out with like, you know, just to show it, but I am gonna like let them pick a cat in a bed. Oh, and I also made like the cutest signs on my Cricut. Look at that. I'm thinking I'll put a little pet shop sign on each side. And then I made these cute little like cat adoption fee sticker or papers that I think I could put up there. I am going to use this grid wall design. It is in like the triangle. Sorry, the rest of my office is a mess. But I think this will be perfect for that. So I also made some adorable little Ottos. Like, can you even? And I made them a little sign too. And I may change this to $12. I need to actually do the math because I've never sold these before, but I was just kind of guessing. But I also got these like bowls for them to go into that everybody's been doing. Now, like me as a parent, I don't want to put gravel in this because I would like hate for my kid to come home with gravel. But I'm thinking I've got some like blue yarn. I think I've got some acrylic somewhere that I'm not using, and I'm gonna cut some up and put some like just blue yarn in the bottom, which I think would also be really cute. And then next I made these tiny little turtles, and these are from like the smaller version of Tank, which I normally sell Tank the Turtle, yeah, for like $12 each. So I was thinking 10 for these because they're like a lot smaller and so fast to make. I did make 10 of them, but then I just found some really cute little containers for them, so I'm gonna probably have to update this to a little bit more. And then I made these really cute tiny little frogs. I did give them 2 different size eyes because like look how cute. So that's with the big eyes, and then this one's got like the tiny eyes. And I did find these like little tiny plastic terrarium boxes. Sorry. So I found these little tiny terrarium boxes, which I think are so perfect for like a teeny tiny frog. I might still put a sign up that's like, if you don't want the tiny terrarium, you can get like a keychain instead, and I'll take some keychains to put them on. But I was thinking again, like I could use a little bit of blue yarn in there and make like a little, looks like they're in water situation. And then last, I wanted to make some lizards because I think they're so cute, and I couldn't find any that were super small, so I just freehanded this one. But I'm actually so obsessed with how it turned out. Like, I can't believe how cute it is. So I don't know, maybe I'll write the pattern down, but I haven't decided if I'm going to try to put these in like one of these little bowls, or like they will fit in these. but it's like a tight fit. And I don't know, like I feel like that's not good. So got to see what else I'm going to do with those, but I'm really excited. Oh, and then last, I am going to do like some baby birds. This is a turkey, like this. But I do have chickens and ducks and stuff, and I have a little bag of green that I was thinking I'd put in here to make them like a little bird cage. So anyways, very exciting stuff. Good morning. It is the morning of market day, so I am trying to get things backed up, but I did check in yesterday and kind of show like the overview of everything, but I'm going to show that again because I think it's super cute. So let me show you what I've got so far. So I finished all the cats. I do have turtles. I actually had 10, but I only have 6 bowls, so I'm going to put these out first and see how it goes, and if I decide I want to put some out without bowls, I'll do that. Then the tiny lizards, the tiny frogs. Oh my gosh, I just cannot believe how cute these little guys turn out. And then on this side, I've got the Ottos, which are also adorable. I ended up making 4 snakes and 4 mice with little cheese. I think I'm going to display them like this so you can see them, because it's really kind of hard with the lids on. And then they can just like pick a lid and put it on. So very exciting. I also got my signs finished. These are some throwaway signs because I didn't have the container factored into the price. But they're so cute. I made them on my Cricut. So anyways, I've got the actual ones already in a pack. Yeah, my office is such a mess right now. But yeah, I did end up the very like last minute deciding I wanted to make this like really cute, I think this one's Zazzy dragon, because I wanted to have like something bigger. I know I have like a bunch of medium-sized stuff, but I thought she was so cute. So I spent like the last day and a half working on that, and then late last night I decided I really needed to make something with embroidered eyes. I was going to try to make 2 of these, but I didn't really have time, so yeah, so just one. So I only have one thing with embroidered eyes, but I need to get everything packed up. I will take you with me so I can show you the final setup with like the signs, because I'm actually think I'm going to tape them with Scotch tape like around the bar on the back side. So I am going to pack everything up. So first things first, let me tell you a little bit about the market so you kind of have an idea. The market was put on by a local shop here named Squidly Designs. It's a husband and wife team, and she's also an artist and does a lot of really cool art. She has a brick and mortar store where she puts all of like local artist different items, and so she puts on these markets I think 2, maybe 3 times a year, and she'll invite the local artists that she keeps in the store to participate in the market. There's no booth fee, which I think is so nice, so keep that in mind with my prices. And their customers are just always really top notch. Like, everybody's so nice, and they know that they're coming to get handmade items. So I feel like the pricing is really not an issue. Whereas like when I do a market at a high school, kids and parents are like, oh, I don't want to pay that, you know, whatever. And you have to explain to them that it's, you know, handmade and I can't go any lower. Whereas here, I don't have people try to haggle prices with me. They just either buy it or don't, and I really appreciate that. I also just loved all the other vendors. They're all super nice. This is the 3rd market I've done with Squidly, and I hope I get invited back every time because it's just such a pleasure. And it is a short market, so it is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it's really not that many hours, and it's not really a big market. Like there are, I believe, 20 to 25, maybe 30 vendors total, but they always have like a food truck and just like a mixture of vendors. So I was the only crochet vendor there this time, but there is a couple of other crocheters that she does carry in the store, and she usually rotates us. So I really appreciate that because it's nice that there's no competition against other crocheters. So now with all of that in mind, we can talk about some of the actual numbers because it was really good. And I mean, usually when I go to a bigger market and there's like hundreds of people, I may not do actually as well per hour. I'm actually surprised, but I will also link all of these containers and products that I use. They're in my Linktree pet shop supplies I used. They're not affiliate links. I just was gonna link them in case if you guys want to find them. I got them all off Amazon. I got a couple things off AliExpress, but I didn't link those. If you want them linked, I can put them. But let's talk first about axolotls. So for each one, I like made a little sign with their adoption fee. And so for the axolotls, these were, the pattern was by WaiCrochets, I believe is how you say it. And they ended up taking me about 45 minutes to make. I also used a little less than $2 in supplies for like the yarn and the safety eyes and all of that stuff. And I used some of these containers that I got off of Amazon. Look how cute they are with the lid. They were, I want to say $2 something each, so like $3. So total $5 for materials with the container and all of the yarn. So I ended up charging $17. So I actually ended up taking 6 of them, and I sold all 6 of them in their containers. They did really well. I was kind of like, man, I should have made more. So axolotls, 6 out of 6 sold. And I do just want to also say that my prices are a little bit lower for this market, not only because I didn't have a booth fee, but because I don't have any other markets lined up for like the rest of the year or next year, any foreseeable future. And I just didn't have room to keep stock. So I did price it more aggressively. Instead of me making $15 to $20 an hour on items, it was more like in the $12 to $14 an hour range. So keep that in mind. Pricing is pretty subjective to you and your area. I also knew that there was not going to be another crocheter there, so I didn't want to undercut somebody, but I knew there wasn't going to be another one, so I didn't have to worry about that and worry about them charging like $20 an hour. So keep that in mind with price. The next one that I had was these little mice, and I ended up making them from 2 different patterns because I couldn't decide which one I liked better. So I had like a gray one and a white one. The gray one was from MelsCrochetedCreations, so it's like a free pattern, and the white one is PawgysPlace, and I'll put all the pattern links down below so you can go look for them if you want to. And I ended up also putting them in these little containers. I made a slice of cheese with each one, and actually both of the gray ones sold. And unfortunately, I knocked my display and the 2 white ones fell on the ground and got some dirt on them, so I ended up pulling them. This was like probably 2 hours after the market started, so I didn't sell any white ones, but I did sell both of the gray ones with the cheese, and those I sold for $11. They took me maybe 20 minutes to make, the mouse and the cheese. It was very, very fast. And then the cost of it was, I used Sweet Snuggles Light. It was again less than $2, and then the cost of the containers, I think it was actually like $1.50. And then for the white mice, I ended up doing 14 because they did take me a little bit longer. Again, I didn't sell any. I don't know how well they would sell in the future. I did have a lot of people ask me if I had hamsters, and I didn't. So that might be a good one. I haven't found any hamster patterns that I was going to use though. So keep that in mind for next time. The next one, loaf cats, and they actually were like the first to go. I knew that people loved loaf cats, but I was shocked at how fast they sold. I took 10, I sold all 10. I ended up making the mini kitten version of it, so it's like the smallest one. I also made a bed with each one, which was super quick, and I put them in little boxes with like little stickers. People loved that. They loved the cats. I wish I had made more, but I didn't want to make a bunch and not sell any and then have a bunch of cats. So I ended up charging $17 for a cat, and it came with the bed and the box. The cat itself took me, I want to say, about 40 minutes, and then with the bed, 45 minutes total. and the cost of materials was less than $2 again. The boxes were 30-something cents each, so they were super affordable. I didn't factor in the cost of the stickers, but I would assume a couple cents. So I ended up making roughly about $14 an hour on the cat. Well, a little bit more than 14 because it's $14 per cat after you take away all of the cost of the materials. So that was really, really good. The next one I had, the mini turtles. And so these are by MelsCrochetedCreations, and they're like the tiny ones, not the tank ones, because I usually sell those and sell out of them. But I decided to make the minis, which I actually have in a jar. So I did end up putting a piece of like blue scrap yarn at the bottom because as a parent, I was like, I literally can't think of anything I'd hate more than gravel. But then I recently found out that people were saying they actually still put the gravel, but they mixed it with like Mod Podge so that it stuck to the bottom and didn't come out. I think that'd be a way better idea and probably a lot cuter. So I will plan on doing that next time. But I also use plastic bowls. I know some people use glass, but again, as a parent, I didn't want these being dropped on the asphalt and breaking and then having broken glass at my booth. That is what I went with. I ended up charging $12 for these. Again, like $1 something in material cost. The bowl itself, I cannot remember. I think they were, gosh, maybe $2 or $3 each, but I ended up charging $12 for the axolotls, which after the cost of the bowl and the materials, that gives me $8, and they take me about 20 minutes to make. So $8 for 20 minutes, not bad. The unfortunate thing was I took 10 and I sold 5. I don't know if it's because people just didn't see them because of the way that my like triangle was set up. The stuff on the front side, on the outside of it, sold very quickly, and then on the inside, those things, once I moved them to the outside, started selling. So I think it may have been partly my display, like people not coming in for that. So that was probably my fault, but it's possible that I could have overcharged and people thought that they were just so small they didn't want to do that. I don't really know, but I'll definitely be still experimenting with these in the future. I don't think $12 is too much for them, but we'll see what happens at the next market whenever I do that. The next one I have is the tiny lizard. So I had these really cute little containers that I had originally bought for my turtles. I didn't look at the dimensions, and then when I got them, I was like, this is way too small. I can't fit them in there. I was like, man, you know, I wish I could find a tiny little lizard because I thought these were just like so perfect for that. And I looked high and low and could not find a lizard pattern that was like really, really small. So I ended up just freehanding this. Like, look how cute this little guy is. Anyways, I thought he turned out super cute. These ended up taking me, gosh, I want to say about 15 minutes, maybe a little less. I didn't actually time myself. And these containers with the lids were about 70 cents. And then I also put just like a scrap piece of green yarn in there. I ended up charging $7 for them. I took 4, but again, these were on like the, oh no, these were next to the frogs. And so the frogs I had priced cheaper because they were so fast to make. I didn't actually sell a lizard until I had sold out of the frogs. Maybe next time I won't put them right next to each other because they were in the same container and different prices. Took 4, sold 1. I just think they're so cute, but they did fit perfectly. Those are the lizards. Then I have the octopus, and these are by KnotMoreYarnByLindzi, and this is Otto octopus. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. And again, these took me no time at all to make, maybe 20 minutes. I really can't remember. 20. It's possible it took longer because of the tentacles. I was like making them while I was watching a TV show, but I ended up charging $12 because I know that Lindsay was telling me how well they sell for her, and she uses these but also does like a whole make your own thing where you can pick your rocks and a little plant and then that. But since I wasn't doing rocks and a plant, I decided instead of doing 14, I would do 12. These were again on the back side, but I only sold 1 out of 6 that I took. And I was shocked. So I don't know if it was just the way that they were in here, and maybe I should have like picked them up and set them on the top where you could see them better. But yeah, I still have some Ottos left. So that was kind of shocking. I just don't know. Maybe it was where they were at. We will try again at another market. So then I also had the frogs, which I don't know where I put my sign for that. This was a free pattern on Instagram. I think it's by Naomi Crochets, and they are so fast to make. I timed myself and it was like 5 minutes and 15 seconds after I had already memorized the pattern for 5 minutes, and they were like 50 cents worth of materials. I also used these tiny boxes, which were like 70 cents. So I think all in all, it was like $1 for the materials and cost of the box, so like a little over $1. And because I was making them in 5 minutes, I just charged $5. And I've never priced something that low that I crochet, because usually everything's $10 minimum. But because they were so fast and I was trying to get rid of the tiny boxes, I was like, yeah, I'll see, maybe $5, but they were pretty small and those sold so fast. I took 10 of them and they were gone. Like, people were coming up just to buy a frog, which was kind of shocking. All the frogs, 10 out of 10 sold. Then the next one I have is the little snake. This pattern's by SaucyPuffinCrafts, and these actually took me a little bit longer just because of all the color changes. And so I did price them at $17. They also came in one of these really cute little containers. I only sold one, and I don't know if it's just because people are not like fans of snakes, but I thought these were so cute. But somebody did like comment on one of my YouTube videos and was like, oh, the snake freaks me out. I'm like, how can you be freaked out? Look how cute this thing is. So I don't know if people were just like not snake fans, or if it was where they were at, because again, they were on the back side. Once I moved them out to the front, that's when I sold one. So a little disappointed. I really should have made my grid wall flat, but you live and you learn. I've not ever used the grid wall before. I've had it, but I never used it for crochet. Hopefully they sell better next time. And then last, I'm gonna leave it last, was some baby birds. And I had planned on making, these are just like my babies for my mama patterns, and I had planned on making like chickens and ducks, but I just ran out of time. So I ended up taking 3 turkeys, and they were like little babies. I want to say they take me 30 minutes. I took 3 of them. I really wasn't sure that they were going to sell it all because turkeys, and it was after Thanksgiving, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna price them like a little bit lower because I want them out of here. And I ended up charging $7. They were in these little like paper bags with like green grass in the bottom, which cost me, I can't even remember, very little. And I ended up selling all 3 of them very quickly, so I probably undercharged, but I was really happy that they were gone. That was another good seller. I did have people come up to me after asking about them and asking like, do you have more? And I was like, no, I don't. But the chickens and ducks, I'm definitely planning on making for my next market in those same little bags because I think they're just so cute. And I'll probably charge $8 or $9. So then that was all for the pets, which again, like, I was shocked at how well they did. People were so kind and so sweet. I had so many people that came up and said they saw my reel thanks to like multiple people sharing from Albuquerque, and that they started following me and they came to see it, and I thought it was so sweet, and I enjoyed meeting everybody. So I will definitely be doing the pet shop again. The kids loved it as well. But I'm going to talk about a few other things from my booth that I also tried for the first time that also did really well, and that is mystery boxes. So I ended up picking some plushies that I had that were like one-offs, you know, like where you may have made a batch of like things and you just had one extra here and there, and putting them in mystery boxes. They turned out so cute. I ended up pulling, and I did, so you can see I did a $16 to $20 value in each box. I did 6 boxes and I sold 4 out of 6. People were really excited to see what was in them, which I thought was really cute. The only sad thing was nobody opened them in my booth, and so I didn't get to see their reaction. So I really hope that they loved their items. Update. Somebody actually reached out to me who received one of the mystery boxes and sent the sweetest message. So those did pretty good. I was actually surprised 4 out of 6 sold. And then the next thing I did that I've not ever done before was I used my pickle pattern to make some pickle pals. And usually during Christmas, I sell a ton of pissy pickles because it's Christmas and everybody, you know, the Christmas pickle or whatever. And so I didn't have time to make a bunch of them. So I decided it would be fun to do a mystery pickle kind of situation. So I made this really cute sign. It said mystery pickles, $15, pissy, peppy, or pouty. And then I also, this is actually a photo of my pickles. I just traced them in Procreate to make this cute little photo of them. But I charged $15. These are actually made with Sweet Snuggles Light, so they're a lot smaller than the original pickles, the like big ones. So they're like maybe this big. But I ended up making 6 of them because I ran out of time, and I made 2 of each, 2 pissy, 2 patty, 2 peppy, and I ended up selling 3 out of the 6, which I thought was also pretty good. Let's get down to the numbers because that's what y'all really care about. I took 110 items and I ended up selling 68 plushies, which is really, really good. Like, I was very happy that I sold as many as I did. I didn't expect to sell that many, but yeah. And I ended up making $1,032, so just a little over $1,000, which again was very exciting. So overall, it was a really successful market and I had a lot of fun. I ended up buying actually a couple things, but I mean, I think you can't go to market without buying something from another vendor. But I really enjoyed my time. I think the pet shops are adorable and I will definitely be doing it again whenever I do another market. If you have any questions about the pet shop or would like to know more information about how I made the signs or any of that kind of stuff, leave a comment down below. Again, I will make sure all of my containers are linked in my link tree, and I will put the link tree below as well and list all of the patterns. But yeah, if you have any pattern suggestions also for little pets that might fit into these, let me know. Since I don't have a market anytime soon, I am really excited to start prepping for another market, so that I am ready whenever I get into one. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.